Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel, Ticking Together. As always, the goal of this channel is to provide education about and to raise awareness as to what it's like living with Tourette Syndrome. In today's video, I wanted to address something that has been in my comments recently. I got rice, and I wanted to answer a question that I've been receiving quite a bit. So the specific question I'm gonna answer, which encompasses like the whole vibe of this situation, is from Madeline, and she asks, Je t'aime. Do you speak different languages, and do you sometimes have tics in a different language? Like instead of yelling out hello, you would yell out bonjour or hola. And for those of you guys who watch my content at all, I got rice. You would likely notice that lately I've been having, je t'aime, tics in different languages, namely French. And I got rice. A lot of you guys are wondering where these tics came from. You're asking if I know how to speak French, if I understand French. I got rice. Je t'aime. I have a tooth. You're asking me why I speak French in my tics, and I'm gonna answer that for you guys today. And I'm also gonna talk about a new tic that I picked up, which is in French. So yeah, to understand, Jillian on a plate, why I have French tics, you do have to understand a bit of the Carly backstory, which is I live in Canada, and Canada is a bilingual country, which means we have officially two official languages, both French and English. And so I'm in Alberta, and at least in my province, we have to learn French in school, like it is mandated. So from grades 3 to grade 10, I think, I took French as my language class. It was kind of like I had to take this. Je t'aime. Now to answer your guys' questions, even though I took French for all these years, I don't really understand it. I can't really speak it, as unfortunate as that is, because I would love to. I just can't. However, I was in French class and I was taught different phrases that for me have become tics. Vive l'avant, vive l'avant, vive l'avant, l'hiver. And the way this works is through echolalia, which I'm gonna educate you guys on. So echolalia is the involuntary repetition of another person's words, sounds, or phrases. And for me, when my French teacher specifically said a few phrases like je t'aime in that kind of French accent, my Tourette's brain picked this up as a tic years ago, and it has stuck around. I know that je t'aime means I love you in French, so I mean, at least I have a pleasant tic in that way. But I picked up on this, and I guess my Tourette's brain just latched onto it, maybe liked the sound of it, or just kind of popped in my head, and I just had to regurgitate it as my own tic. The phenomenon of echolalia, I got rice, is very strange because, again, this isn't like my thoughts or anything like that. It's something I'm just repeating as something I've heard in the past. Some of my first ever vocal tics were actually French phrases from French class. You can ask my mom, I'm sure she would remember. But I would have tics saying comment ça va, or like comment t'appelles-tu, which means what is your name? Comment ça va means how are you? And I remember vividly, I would have this one tic where like I would make my mom help me finish the tic, if that makes sense. So like I would say comment, and she would have to say t'appelles, and then I would say tu, and then I'd have to tap her hand a few times. It was weird. Maybe part of Tourettic OCD too, low-key. I got rice. Vive l'avant, vive l'avant, vive l'avant, l'hiver. And that one that you just heard is Jingle Bells in French, I believe. Could be wrong, but it's been on repeat as a tic for the past few days, and that's real annoying, but I've had it for a few years. It's just kind of made a resurgence, so weird. But I don't speak French. I just have French tics as a result of hearing them before. And I am able to repeat them. Some people say they sound good, like they sound like I'm speaking French, which is funny, but I don't. And it's just something that my Tourette's brain is kind of latched onto. I don't know the science behind it. I wish I did. But as Madeline asked, she did ask if I could have tics in different languages, so this is very much the case due to echolalia. But it can also be the case if you do speak the language, you might have tics in that language. So Tourette's is very bizarre, very strange, very impressionable. So like if I hear something that's out of like the norm of like a cadence, or like out of the normal cadence of like speech, or in like a different accent, a lot of the time my tics will pick up on that, which is strange. But yeah, it's a weird phenomenon for sure. And je t'aime. I'm lucky enough that je t'aime is something pleasant and it's not like I'm saying something bad, but the jingle bell one is a little weird. I've been having to say that a lot lately. I have a tooth. But yeah, that is the story of my French tics. Sorry to say that I don't speak or understand French very well. I can kind of, like a little bit, because I took it for so long in school, but I'm not fluent enough to like fully understand it. But I guess it's kind of cool that I have French tics. Maybe, I don't know. If you guys liked this video, je t'aime, please give it a big thumbs up. I would totally appreciate that. Leave a comment down below saying hi, telling me what you would like to see in future videos, or letting me know if you have tics and if you experience something like this too, where you tic in a different language or you tic something you don't understand. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments. If you're not already a part of the Ticking Together community, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell to stay tuned to all of my content here at Ticking Together. I'm getting real close to 100K and I would totally appreciate if you would join the fam. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we are learning together, we're laughing together, and we're ticking together. Bye!